Hi, my name is Kristi Gray, and I am a face of heart disease.
Hi, my name is Jake Springer, and I am a face of heart disease.
Hello, I'm Dr. Michael Green. I'm a face of heart disease.
I would describe myself as an introvert, actually.
Very energetic, outgoing, very much a people person.
I have a wife. I have a total of 3 kids.
I love my job and I love my family. I'm kind of a laid-back type of person.
Absolutely a family man. Got a big family.
I like to golf. I like to hunt.
I like to read a lot.
Glasses half full type of person.
I do have heart disease in my family. My grandmother had it and my mother had it.
I did have a grandfather that had a heart attack when I was young.
My grandfather has had a series of heart issues.
In fact, my mother underwent a procedure in January of 2017 for a blockage in her heart, and she passed away during the procedure.
I was perfectly healthy until about the age 50.
I've always prided myself on actually being very healthy.
I was one that was constantly on the go. I never stopped to think about my diet. I never stopped to think about having health-related issues.
Life as any parent, get your kid up, get them ready to go to school, breakfast, rush, get to the office, come home 4:30 or 5 o'clock, dinner at 6:30, and then hang out on the couch, watch TV. That was pretty much my life for 15 years.
I first started noticing some symptoms midsummer. It would just be a twinge in my shoulder, but I was really fatigued, but it had been a stressful year for me with my mother passing away, so I just blew it off.
I'm driving down the road, and all of a sudden I noted that I was starting to have heartburn, which I never have heartburn.
I'd not been feeling well for a couple of days. Didn't know why, couldn't really put my finger on it. Knew I didn't feel well, needed to lay down, but I wasn't tired. I knew I wasn't necessarily sleepy. I was beginning to have these issues in the right side of my neck that would kind of come and go through my jawline that threw me off.
About 2 o'clock, I woke up, and I woke up from severe arm pain. So I thought, okay, do I go to the ER or do I not?
Driving to the ER, my symptoms in my neck went away. I was very close to turning around and driving home.
I found my nurse. Then I did an EKG on myself with the help of my nurse to find out if I was truly having a heart attack.
After a series of tests, they confirmed to me that I was in the process of having a heart attack.
Dr. Green came in to do my heart cath and found I had a 90% blockage.
I remember telling my mom and dad, apparently I'm having a heart attack, because in my mind I just did not believe it.
If you looked at my films and you looked at my mother's, it was just practically the exact same where the blockage was.
It took me to the cath lab with a camera, and that's when they found the blockage that I had in my arteries. And that's when reality hit me. And, it got pretty emotional, as you can imagine at that point.
Now, I was very fortunate. I sought help very quickly. I had no damage to my heart.
I think I've learned now I have to listen to what my body's telling me.
If you don't pursue treatment quick, you can end up having extensive damage to your heart, and then you have heart failure and other complications.
I did quit smoking, and I've started exercising.
The recovery time physically from the surgery, it lasted a month to 6 weeks, but the emotional side of it was the part that really took a while to kind of get over it.
As far as patients and seeing them after they have the heart attack, I can actually communicate one-on-one so much easier with the patients that are young, because those are the patients that take having a heart attack emotionally the hardest.
You go from a normal person to someone who's got a major life change in just a matter of time.
It changes the way I see things differently now, because it's always in the back of your head that anything can happen.
I'm afraid I might be doing damage to myself. Should I really stay out late tonight? Can I go have a drink at the bar? Can I have this piece of pie? Those were the things that you really...
They're scared to resume daily activities as well as work and home life.
You just have to recalibrate your life, and it takes time to do that.
I think that's one thing it's really changed. I'm hoping that gets better down the road, the further out we get from it.
I was so consumed with working all the time that, life would pass me by and I would not stop and appreciate the little things that are out there.
Whether you ever have a health event, heart event, whatever it is, enjoy life and appreciate life for what it is.
What's kept me going through my recovery is my family and knowing that I need to stick around. And I've got 2 very adorable little grandbabies that need me.
I realized that I've been given a gift. I've been given a gift from God. I've been given a gift, for all practical purposes, the American Heart Association.
I became involved with the American Heart Association. I've done cardiology for 20 plus years. So it's just there. But I had also always been involved too because of my grandmother having heart disease. My mom was involved with it also. She always, every February, she wore her red ribbon for my grandma. And I always wore one for my grandmother too. But now I wear one for my mom and for myself. And I don't think I realized until probably the last 5 or 6 years of how important the American Heart Association is.
At no point did I ever think that instead of looking at my tux and thinking, do I need to get that clean to do the heart gala, would I have a whole new appreciation of going to the heart gala, being a cardiac survivor, to celebrate the whole thing.
I reached out to the American Heart Association and started talking to different people, and once I felt like I could become a regular person again, I wanted to kind of give back to the community myself.
I sat here as a grateful father, husband, and cardiac survivor.